I have a question for y'all because I want to make sure that I'm not tripping. Like I'm I'm an extremely logical thinker, so I like to have my ducks in a row. I like to examine the entire picture before I make a judgment. And I typically go to like people, other outsiders, to ask them these questions, to like give them situations and get their opinion on it, just to make sure I'm not crazy, and then I'll draw my conclusion from then. But I feel energy. I feel not just my energy. I feel everybody's energy. I can feel the world's energy, I guess you can say. But something dark is definitely going on right now on this planet. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Satan's minions are here on this planet. I don't know what it is, but I need you guys' opinion on this. So, if you're like into the hip hop culture, you would notice that every day, it feels like every day is something, is back to back to back, it's drama. And people, like, before you get to process one thing, there's something else that's going on, and people are going to hurry up and gravitate to that because everybody wants to have their input. It's like everybody wants to see some type of drama, and that's their type of entertainment. That's an entertainment that they enjoy. They enjoy seeing people in vulnerable positions. They enjoy seeing people at their lowest. This is what people get a kick out of. And you're supposed to love your neighbor. You're not supposed to add to the negativity on this earth. And I feel like that's what's going on right now. The DDG and Halle Bailey situation, the Remy Ma and Papoose situation, the Diddy, the situation that's going on with him and Cassie, and whatever he has going on, the Donald Trump and Elon Musk. It's always something just negative, and it's like boom, boom, boom. Before you can process it, something else is going on, and people don't stop and think like, what are we being distracted from? And like I did a video about the Elon and Trump thing, but it's a distraction. That's like I'm completely removing myself because it's just so much going on. And that was me taking a moment to like stop and really think like what is really playing out right now. Because I'm not easily fooled. And that's how people trip themselves up. They fall into these traps. I'm not going to fall into these traps because I want to know, and I've been like this since I was a kid. I want to know everything. There's something underlying that's going on. I want to know what the underlying thing that's going on. I don't know. I don't care about what's being presented to us on the surface. I want to know the deep stuff that's really going on behind closed doors. That's how I am. But I say all that to say this. Let me get to giving y'all my scenario. So this girl, I consider myself, her and I are cool. We're cool. We used to work with each other for years or whatever. She keeps calling me her friend. I told her blatantly, like, I don't have friends. Like, I don't want you to call me your friend. And she especially, I don't want her calling me her friend because we don't have that type of bond. Like, we're just not like that. But it's like she'll intentionally do that. Like she'll hit me up and be like, hey friend. And it's like, I'm not your friend. So like, please just stop doing that. And one may say like, well, she's just trying to be nice. And it's like, no, I'm going to get to it. But anywho, there are certain things that I don't like to subject my spirit to. I don't like violence. I don't like seeing people harmed. I don't like seeing children put in positions that they don't need to be put in. Like simple things like that. I don't like that stuff. So what does she do? She sends me videos of violence. She sends me videos of dead bodies. She sends me videos of, men, gay men being put in vulnerable positions, or men that are being accused of being gay. I'm a straight woman. I don't want to see anything about a gay man. I don't care to see it. I don't want to see it. It's just something that I don't want to form in my mind. So she knows this stuff, and she will continue to send me this stuff after I said, please stop sending me this stuff. I don't want to see it. Then today, and this is what really got me thinking, like, there definitely has to be something on this planet. Like something is going on. And being that I'm extremely empathic and I am close to God, you get attacked easy. You get attacked easier. These people, these entities will infiltrate your circle. They'll play as your family, they play as your friends, they play as your coworkers, whatever it is. You just got to have discernment. And that's why everybody needs to have that discernment, whether you have the gift or not. Like, just take the time to slow down and examine who is really in your corner. Anyway, she sent me a video today of a dead body. And I guess like the guy had got into a motorcycle accident, had fell over. I'm not even going to get into it. She had sent me that. And that's when I'm like, there's definitely something that's attached to this lady. There's something that's going on there. And I don't want to sound scary or crazy or nothing like that, but I think we all can acknowledge that there is a good and there's an evil. We all acknowledge that. No matter who you are, you know that there's good that exists and there's evil that exists. Why would you send me something like that? You being a woman, why would you even want to watch videos like that? Well, what normal human will want to see that? I don't want to see people in that position because, for one, you know, that's the deceased. Like, have some respect for that person. And two, that's somebody's loved one. So now they have to deal with that being on the internet and having that replay over for people's entertainment. I don't want to subject my spirit or my soul to something that's like that. So I feel like she sends me these things to try to bring down to try to weaken my spirit. She wants to get me to a lower level. And like a lot of the times I ignore her because it's like, bruh, I told you this several times. This has been going on for years. I'm telling you to stop sending me these videos. And I'm being like cordial. And like until I had to get like kind of sassy with her. This was like a couple months ago. She had sent me like an extremely graphic video, and I had to like get loud with her, like, why the fuck would you send me something like that when I told you I don't like seeing this? She goes, oh, I didn't know. I don't think that's real. I said it was real. It definitely was real. So why would you send that to me? I had to snap on her for her to be like, oh, well, I didn't know. My bad. Basically like that. But I definitely think there's something going on, that there's something attached to this girl. And if I tell you guys her background, I just feel like low vibrating entities, evil entities, they're easily able to attach to the beings, humans that are already vibrating low. Like, for an example, if you eat shit food, you know, that has a spirit that's attached to it. That sugar and all that stuff, there's something that's attached to it. There's an entity that's attached to it, and you're easier to feed off of. Things like that. You give your attention to negativity, to gossip, to drama, things like that. There's a demon that's attached to that, and you're being controlled. And I don't understand how anybody could like being controlled by anything, because you're supposed to be in control of yourself. So when you have something else, an invisible force, a negative force like that that's driving you, you're completely out of control. And there's no way that you're going to be able to tell me how to live my life or try to pass judgments at me, and you don't even know who you are. But I say all that to say this. Do you guys think that I'm tripping? Do you guys see what's going on here that's on this planet also? Or is this a me thing? I'm pretty sure there's somebody that's out there that's spiritual that'll probably see it. But I feel like what's going on now, even people that aren't religious or aren't spiritual, whatever you want to be, I feel like everybody, this should be something that everybody can see. And it's so crazy because negativity sells. If there's something that's negative going on, if there's drama that's going on, if it's, you know, somebody in a vulnerable position, somebody's at their low point, people are going to run to that because they want to see you at your weak moments. They want, I don't know what it is. It's like they want to have something to talk about because it's like a deflection of whatever it is that they have going on in their life. And y'all don't realize, well, a lot of these people don't realize that we all have to get up off this planet one day. We're all going to have to go back in answer to God, the Most High, whoever that you believe in. We all have to go back and answer to that. And you don't take for a second to reflect on the things that you do in your life and what you subject yourself to. You don't stop for a minute to think like, I'm going to have to answer for this one day. Or do people just not care? And like, I'll give you an example. The girl that I was just telling you about. She works for individuals that are special needs. Me and her, that's where we used to work together. She steals from them. She's stolen so much stuff, stolen so much of their money that she has stuff in her fridge. She said she felt like she was just stealing just to be stealing. Like stealing. She was stealing that. She was stealing. She was just stealing. And she ended up losing her job because I don't think she got caught up with the stealing stuff. It was something else that she had got caught up with. But now she's in a situation where her money's fucked up. So I brought this to her attention. I said, you were stealing from those people like this entire time. You don't think it's a coincidence? And I used the word coincidence. I said, you don't think it's a coincidence that your money now is jacked up? She didn't want to believe it. She thinks that she's just in a bad spot. And I'm like, okay, you got it. If you want to keep feeling like you're in a bad spot, then all right. I ain't say anything else to it because I can try to talk my spiritual talk to her or religious talk to her, and she's going to always have a rebuttal for it. She's going to always have an excuse as to why it's just not real. She doesn't even believe in karma. And that's universal. Everybody knows that what goes around comes around. What you give is what you get. What is another word, another saying that to describe karma? Well, you guys get the picture. She doesn't believe in karma. So, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Do you guys see that there is something really strange that's going on in this world? Or, am I tripping? But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I appreciate you guys. If you watch this to the entire end, I don't want to scare anybody. By the way, I really don't want to scare anybody, but I feel energy, and sometimes I just want a confirmation that the energy that I'm feeling is correct, or maybe it's just all in my head. Maybe I'm just thinking too much or looking into things too deep, because I am an extremely logical thinker. I never like to rule people out and say, well, you're wrong. I want to hear your opinion, and I like to analyze it, like get the whole thing, like have healthy conversations. And healthy conversations doesn't have to be an argument, like a disagreement. People can have healthy disagreements and it just be that. You can go on about your life. But there are situations where people have a disagreement and they just want to be so nasty, and it's like, who taught you how to communicate? Like, there's a such thing as having a healthy disagreement and you just move on about your life. Instead of getting all of your feelings worked up and, you're fuming, you're touching your skin is hot. I can't do it. There's a million different things that I can put my energy and my intention to, and it is not going to be getting upset over somebody's opposing opinion. But you guys let me know what you think. Get down in the comments. Peace.